Actually, Pastor, I was diagnosed with cancer of the tonsils.
All right.
And after I went for radiation, and after radiation, once they tell you about cancer, you think it's over and done.
Yeah, it's like a death sentence already.
It's like a death sentence. And I was just waiting for a day to die in peace, to be with the Lord.
Sure.
Until the day my wife joined Longrich.
Okay.
And the other day, as I was walking into the kitchen, I saw something interesting in a stainless steel cup. I used to see her shaking this thing. Then I shook it, and then after shaking it, and I poured some water into a cup, and I started drinking the water. And after drinking the water, I could feel the difference in my body. Then I also saw some bromothermal blue and the pH indicator. I was so interested in that. Then I started doing some alkalinity test. Then I realized that the water in the pie cup is alkaline. And I continued drinking the water from the pie cup. And from drinking the water from the pie cup, I started regaining my strength. I started becoming better and better on daily basis until I was better. It was a miracle when I went to see a doctor, because the doctor was not expecting me to walk. An oncologist was so surprised to see me walking into a consulting room. Then I was walking and I was fine. And I also indicated to her that I've been taking water from the pie cup.
Wonderful. You know, what we're talking about today is actually quite interesting. Last week when we were doing the pie cup presentation, we touched on the aspect of understanding that just by using this pie cup, you can actually prolong your life. And one of the reasons why we decided to bring Brother Lebu here, or Leader Lebu here, is so that we can actually prove to everyone that is out there to say, here is a life that maybe other people were already had given up on it. But his life, I mean, you said this earlier on, offline, to say God gave you a second chance. So your life is actually preserved and therefore prolonged because of these type of products. Wow, this is quite interesting.
I've been, as I indicated earlier, some of my friends are calling me Lazarus.
Which Lazarus? The one in the Bible?
The one in the Bible. And I'll tell you why. Because they saw me. They came to the hospital, and at the time, everybody was crying. And some were ready to bury me. And even myself, I was ready to, like, my mind was prepared. Like, I'm ready to go back home to heaven.
Wow.
But God worked in mysterious way. When there are people who will pray for you.
That's it.
And when they pray for you, Jesus will cry, just like Lazarus.
Exactly.
And you will say, show me where he is. And immediately when Jesus comes, he will just call your name. But this time, he came with this cup from China. And he said, remove the rock. The mindset. Now, my mindset was supposed to shift. Because even me, I had a problem of trusting Chinese things.
Same here,
I was very skeptical. I never liked them. I said, no. We used to
call inferior Hong Kongs and all that. That's it,
But I had to shift the mindset.
The stone had to be removed.
The stone had to be removed.
Powerful.
Immediately when I removed the stones, I started shaking the pie cup.
Wow.
And I started drinking the water. Now the bandages around the body
started removing.
To be removed.
And I was looking at the pictures that you just shared with us now shortly. I mean, looking at you now and what I see on the pictures, I think the viewers can even see it right now on the screen. It's totally different.
True.
Wow.
And today, people can't believe that it's me on those pictures.
Exactly.
And people can't believe when I walk in the street that it's me who is alive today.
And even your body weight. I mean, I'm looking at you. I mean, I was touching when I gave you a hug, I could feel this man he's gone back to his body weight and everything. That's powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, you look at a number of African countries within SADC and even across the continent. The economic challenges that we are facing are now forcing our governments to do some changes and shifts, even on their budgets. I mean, in South Africa recently, we have heard that the Minister of Finance decided to cut on the budget for health. Now, what that means is some of the money that could have been made available to be spent on the oncology treatments and stuff. I mean, you'd remember on the news, in the KZN for South Africa, we had a serious problem with a budget not being available for the oncology department and all that. So if the government is in such a critical or maybe a challenging situation that they now have to cut the health budget, it means a lot of people are going to find themselves in trouble. Because not everyone has medical aid.
True.
But what you are saying to me is Longrich can transform your life. Longrich can prolong your life.
True.
Without a medical aid, you can actually be saved.
No, that's true.
Wow.
That's true.
So it basically means that the life that you have actually received through the Longrich products, it's actually something that you would never forget in your life.
True, sir.
Wow.
And actually, you remember the story of Mordecai, Esther chapter 4?
Yes.
Verse 14.
All right.
Mordecai said to Esther, Esther, the reason why God has put you in that palace,
okay,
He wants you to tell the king about the plot of Haman.
Okay.
But if you don't talk about this, your family will perish.
Okay.
But God will raise somebody who will talk about this.
Yes.
Now, I don't want to be selfish. I want to be like Esther.
Okay.
That is why I'm telling everybody all over the world about Longrich.
That's powerful.
Even about the pie cup.
That's powerful.
Because if I don't, I will perish. My family will perish.
Exactly.
Yeah. And God will rise somebody. Because as I speak like right now, I believe that somebody is starting to shake this and drinking water from this.
Excellent.
And start to feel the benefits of it.
Wow, you know what, you inspire me so much. Just listening to you, it's like, even if I was not a Longrich member, I would make sure that I run and find this thing and want to know what it is, because your life and the testimony that you give, it's so just pulling, it makes me want to know more. But even if I was skeptical, I have no reason to be skeptical anymore.
True.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you'd understand, I'm never speechless, in my presentations and stuff. But just listening to Lebo, it's just mind-blowing, because I just get to realize that God loved Africa so much that He actually sent us these Chinese that are not even Christians. We have said this the other day when we were talking with Pastor Oke. But for those people that would actually have an eye to perceive the life and the love of God basically for Africa, for God to give us hope with these Chinese, it's actually mind-blowing. I look at you right now and I'm saying to myself, had these Chinese not come here, would I be here with Lebo and looking at you the way I'm looking at you?
No. And God loved Africa so much.
Yeah.
If you can read the book of Psalm 68, He says Ethiopia shall raise his hands unto God.
Yeah.
But one thing I would love to emphasize, Pastor, is Isaiah 43.
Yeah.
God says those who are mine, they will pass through fire.
That's it.
But they won't get burned.
Not even a little smoke will actually be on them.
True, Pastor.
Yeah.
They will pass through waters, but they won't be swept away.
That's it.
But there's a verse that I love the most. I was angry with God, for honestly speaking. If you are sick, you have never been a smoker, you have never been a drinker, you have never lived any careless life or a reckless life.
Sure.
Now you are experiencing this.
You'd wonder why me?
Why me?
Yeah.
Then I couldn't understand until I read verse 18 of Isaiah 43. God says, behold, I'm doing a new thing.
Okay.
And this new thing, I believe, is this Chinese who came to Africa. He says, springs of waters are welling up in a desert.
Okay.
A place of no hope.
That's it.
A barren land.
Wow.
Where there's lot and lot of poverty. God says, I'm going to eradicate poverty.
Sure.
Through Longrich.
Wow.
I'm going to bring healing through Longrich.
Wow.
Now, when he says the springs of waters are welling up,
that's it.
He says, Africa, you've been sick for so long.
Yeah.
I'm bringing a solution to your problem.
That's it.
Those who think that they can exterminate you, I'll bring a nation from the east that will preserve your life.
That's it. And prolong it.
Prolong it.
That's
yeah.
it.
Now, here's a company that came, which is prolonging our lives.
Wow.
And they have studied us. They know that we as black people, we used to drink water from a clay pot.
Sure.
Which turns normal water into alkaline.
That's it.
Now, if this pie cup, it also has stones inside.
That's it.
Which turn water into alkaline.
That's it.
Now, God has bring them here.
So it's like restorative, basically.
It's restorative.
Wow.
Not only of health, but also of economy.